Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Well, today we're going to play F1 2018, but it's not going to be career mode. No, I'm not going to play that again because it's a dead game. Of course, it's like 2 years ago. But even though it's a dead game, there's still a lot of people playing this game. So today I'm going to check out the online, and yeah, I'm going to play. I'm going to play it actually. I never It's really rare for me to play online because this dirty drivers is so bad actually. But yeah, as you can see, I'm actually on silver rank, which is pretty okay, and my safety rating is C, which is bad. This shows you guys that my driving skills is not that good on online, but the online itself, the penalty system, it's really ridiculous. That's why, so you can't really blame me that much. But yeah, today I'm going to play a little bit of different game. I'm not going to play the same game over and over again. Of course, I'm going to try to play a new game, and other stuff like that. But yeah, for today, let's just stick for F1 2018. And today we are going to race at Russia, which is the track that I didn't really like because the track is a little bit too classic for me. But yeah, these people like voted for Russia. I don't know, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, it's a one-shot qualifying. Now I'm not that good at qualifying at the online because of I just said it earlier, the penalty system is kind of crazy, so I have to drive a little bit more safely here, a little bit more careful. That's why. So 5 red lights and we are go on the straight right now. On Max and the hot lap, DRS open. I think everyone is a good driver. That's why I have to be fast as well at the qualifying, because I know that if I'm too careful in the qualifying, I know that these guys are going to take the position. So that's why I was a bit hurry at this qualifying, which is not nice, because even if we went wide a little bit, the penalties, they will give us a penalty. That's why I have to be careful with that as well. Now, as you can see, we're doing a decent lap, but when I was driving there, I was thinking like, no, this is not a good lap. This is a bad lap. I know that people is going to drive is going to drive better than me, and as you can see, I ran wide. Now, by that point, I know that I'm going to have a very bad position. So yeah, just a little bit more corners to go. I actually have a little bit of oversteer, and I actually thought that I'm going to have penalty at that turn before, because I went a bit too deep on the curb. But just one more corner to go, and we crossed the line, and I actually got pole position for some reason, because I don't know. This is the drivers that I think that are great are actually not that great, probably. But yeah, we got pole position. So this is probably the second time I get pole position, because the first time I got pole position was like months ago. I don't remember, because I also play online like months ago, which is a very long time ago. And yeah, we got pole position, which is very nice by 2 seconds. If you guys see, 2 seconds, and by that point I was just too surprised. Now here we are then getting ready for the race from pole position. So last time when I got pole position, it was at Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was a great race, but I got overtaken at the last lap, so I got P2 at the end. I somehow get a win because the driver that overtake me got penalty. So, but I didn't consider it as a win, because it's more like a lucky win. So yeah, it's 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights ahead of the drivers, and it's lights, and away we go. Now the Williams behind me got a very good start there and immediately goes in front of me, and I take a little bit of slipstream, but almost hit him actually. So I go on the inside and braking zone at the first corner, and I retake the lead there. And as you can see from earlier, the Williams is trying to overtaking me back, but it didn't work. He went wide somehow. Yeah, as I was going to say, at the first two corners, you guys can see that I was a little bit wide, and the penalty system is going on, which is really ridiculous. So yeah, we are now at a decent race. We are going on a decent race. As you can see, I'm fast forwarding because there's legit nothing happening. This is going to show you guys that I'm not cheating or something like that. So yeah, and I wasn't under pressure or anything. I was just focusing on my race. Yeah, there's not. I was just focusing. Yeah, all I do was focusing. If I ran wide a little bit, I was like, oh no, did I make a mistake? Did I get a penalty or something like that? So yeah, I was a little bit too worried as well. I was pushing to run away from the Mercedes, from the Williams behind me, because they are keeping up the pace. They are not getting further away. They're not getting closer. That's why I was a little bit under pressure, only a bit, but not much that makes mistakes. But yeah, the gap is pretty big. So I was in a handy position. I was making a good progress here. As you can see, I always ran wide over there, which is why I was a bit worried with my race as well. And I went a bit too deep to the curb there, so I make a oversteer. But yeah, so far so good. I kept on getting fastest lap over and over again. This is a Lewis Hamilton race actually. I was dominating this race, and no one is really pressuring me, which is nice because I never dominate this race ever in any online races I've ever done. Yeah, so this is probably the first time I actually hold on to a lead this long, because last time when I told you guys about pole position at Brazil, I got overtaken I got overtaken by the driver, and was second for 2 laps, and then re-overtake it again and take the lead, but then lost the lead again at the end of the lap. That's why I never lead a lap, a full-on race, like from lap 1 to lap 5 in the online. So this is going to be the first time I'm going to be leading from start to finish, and from pole position as well, which is really a nice record I have there, because I've never done that before. So yeah, the gap is 4 seconds to the driver behind, and that is still the same until the end, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I was a little bit pressured. I was asking Jeff for the race update, because I was a bit worried about the driver behind, because at the last lap most drivers push and throw everything out there, and that goes for me as well. I put hot lap mode, I put rich mix on, and just push to the end, and hopefully my fuel will last long, because if I put the engine mode on rich a little bit too long, I think my fuel is going to run out at the moment. So yeah, I will have to be as you can see there, I went a bit too wide. I was pushing so hard to get another fastest lap, which is really risky, because if we get a penalty here, it's going to be really bad. I mean, it's a 2-second penalty. It's not that bad, because our gap with the driver behind is only like 4 seconds, which is a great amount of gap. And as you can see, after we push, our gap is 6 seconds, and there you go, my first warning. Yeah, and now checkered flag is out, and finally my first ever proper race win, because at the last time when I said that I got a win by lucky, so that's why I didn't consider that as a win. but this is my first ever win, a proper win, which is really great because I was really focused there, and I was a bit sweating there, which is really bad. And I keep on repeating the same word. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I was really glad there when I win the race. I was shouting a bit, but yeah, it was a little bit dominating race, a little bit boring race because I was leading the race and there's no racing whatsoever that was happening in my race. There's legit nothing. All I did was just drive. And yeah, the drivers here are actually not that close to each other. They are a little bit too far away, and nobody's pressuring nobody eventually. Now after that race, I decided to continue a bit because I was actually enjoying the race. Now as you can see here at the lobby, I picked USA short because I don't want to pick either Azerbaijan or Monaco, but they decided to pick Monaco instead, and I was like, oh shit, I'm done here. I'm not good at Monaco whatsoever, and if we put these online drivers here, I know this is going to be a very very bad race. It's a cramped track, it's a small track, it's a short track as well, so I know these guys are going to be very very crazy on the first lap or maybe in the later a bit later lap, but I know at least some of the drivers are cautious to this race as well. Hopefully there's someone like that because I don't want any of those dirty drivers who jumpstart and just crash into everyone there. Now there's a bit there's so much drivers with the D safety rank, with a safety rank of D, which is quite surprising actually. I know I am on silver rank, which is a bottom rank, which is still a new rank. I can't quite remember how I passed the bronze rank, which I think it's like around 2 months ago. Yeah, that's how long I've been playing the online races, which is crazy. Yeah. Now it's the one-shot qualifying is about to start. There's a lot of players here, like legit. I was like, oh no, I'm done. I'm so done. There's a lot of players, unlike before. Now I decided to put an increased downforce. I didn't have any custom setup whatsoever. I mean, I tried to check it before, but I didn't have a great one, so I decided to put that one, which is really a really good setup for Monaco. So if you guys want a good setup for Monaco, I decided without setting it up by yourself, then you just have to pick the increased downforce because it's great. Now 5 laps, 5 red lights are out and we're on the way. Now as you can see on the first turn there, I am very very cautious and very careful there because I know if I went a bit too deep, it's going to be very bad penalty. And I went really wide before there, and I know by that point that my lap is ruined and I was about to retire, but I know that's going to decrease the points, so I'm just going to move on. And that hairpin before, that is really bad. I have to brake twice, and yeah, on the straights now, on the tunnel section, I was a bit too scared here, so I have to brake early, and the turn legit very much. And yeah, and especially here, this is a very fast corner for Monaco, so I have to be careful because I have to be fast there. If I don't, now I tapped the wall there a bit. I almost lose the car, but I managed to hold it somehow. DRS open. Now I actually don't remember how this lap went on. It's pole position somehow. The track that I hated, the track that I can't even master it, I got pole position somehow. Now that really surprises me. And from there on, you can see that the gap is only 1/10, which is really close. Now my teammate there, not a great lap, and this guy, I don't know what he is doing actually. Yeah, it's pole position once again, 2 times in a row. Now that 2 times in a row record I've never done before actually made me really happy for some reason. Now we get a decent amount of XP there, experience. Now as you can see here, it's only 900s. Oh, the driver behind me is going to be very gutted there. Yeah, that is a full surprise because I never think to at least get a top 5. Probably I think like a position 8 or something like that, but I get pole for some reason, which is really great. Now of course these drivers probably are not good at Monaco as well, so of course they're on that kind of position. But if you put me on career mode on the Monaco one, that I'm not going to have a good time there. It's going to be very bad. Now here we are. We're going to start the race, waiting for players to be ready. Now, yeah, I am speaking. Now let's just speak about other things. My helmet, for example. Yeah, it's pink because at career mode I am on the Force India. That's why I am using the pink helmet. Now that's it. That's the waiting point. Now the red lights are out, and the five red lights. It's out. It's out now, and we are on the way. And I am very worried how this going. And oh, this guy. Oh, and that guy just slammed onto the wall and somehow didn't destroy his tires. What the fuck? And this guy squeezed me to the wall there, and lost a decent amount of front wing. Which is really bad, and this guy can't even drive probably, and just turned in like that. I almost lose the race, lose the car again. This guy is just an absolute joke. He has no front wing, yet he is pushing, and I actually overtake him at the hairpin for some reason, which is really surprising because I never thought I'm going to have that. Now this front wing damage is going to be very bad because the performance I will have here will be very low. I know this, and by that point I know here that my race is done, because I have no front wing and this race is so small and short, and I tapped the wall again and I almost lost the car. Now it's crazy somehow that I still can drive this car, and Jeff told me before to pit this lap, which I won't because it's a 5-lap race. And when you check on the map there, the drivers are far away from me, which is very surprising. And even though the driver behind me, the McLaren, is like 3 seconds, 4 seconds gap, he's actually really pressurizing me. I was under pressure because my front wing is gone, and I am very scared that he's getting closer to me. That's why I am very focused here, especially on Monaco as well. That's why I have to be very focused here. And the hairpin, that is so bad because there is no downforce whatsoever. And yeah, pretty much what's happened to the race here is now me again dominating another race. Now I'm going to fast forward it again because legit there's nothing happening here. All I do is just driving, focusing, and yeah, this is another dominating race, which I never thought was going to happen in my in F1 2018 history, because the online races, you know, you often met a lot of good drivers, especially on rank. You will meet a lot of good drivers, but here the have front wing damage, and the driver behind me, the McLaren, is not really that close to me, but it's still pressurizing me somehow because I have no front, I have a damaged front wing. That's why I was that scared. Now, yeah, there's nothing happening. Probably there's something happening happen to the guys behind me. But yeah, all I do is just now oh, and there's some Renault there, the guy from the start, I guess, that just slammed into the wall. He somehow crashed out, I guess. I don't know, the tires just pop off there. That means he has a bad crash there. but somehow his tires is still attached on the first lap when he crashed onto the wall like that. I don't know, the game is kind of weird, I know. But yeah, again, we're still dominating. The gap is still 6 seconds, which is increasing, still increasing, but I'm still worried that he's going to somehow take the advantage and get closer to me. But no, until the end of the race, I am dominating just with the front wing damage. I cannot take the fastest lap though, because I can't push like this. And the final lap here, I tried to push here, and you can see there I ran wide and I almost hit the wall. And here again, I tried to push and ran very wide and almost lost the car. I was driving very recklessly here. But yeah, onto the hairpin there. That's a very good hairpin. But yeah, until the end here, there's pretty much nothing happened. Only the first lap there that got me, it got me scared. What the hell was that Renault doing? I don't know. But yeah, all I do is just managing my race, and yeah, couple of corners to go. Yeah, the checker flag is out, and we won a race again. Two pole position in a row, 2 wins in a row, which is very nice record I have. Very nice. Now the driver behind me is a bit far away. He's not that close. He got 10 seconds gap for some reason. I don't know what happened to his race. He has no front wing damage. If I saw here, I don't know. But yeah, he wasn't pressurizing me that much. And yeah, that's what happened to this race, which is absolutely carnage at the start and nothing through the whole race. And now we are back on the lobby, and I picked Italy for this one because I wanted to try out the Italy track after the race we have before, where Gasly actually won the race. Holy shit, that was epic! Like legit, I was busting my balls there when Sainz was very close. Don't get me wrong though, I wanted Sainz to win the race as well, but if they put a good race on, hey, I don't mind. Yeah, so I picked Italy for this track, and the drivers are not as much as we have at Monaco, which is surprising because I don't know, the track before we have is really bad, so the drivers probably complain as well. And the track we will have right now is a good track. That's why that actually made me quite surprised a bit. But yeah, I'm going to go with a one-shot qualifying here. Now I haven't tried out Italy in a long time. Because I haven't played F1 game as well in for like a week or so. And yeah, let's just wait until the start here. Please wait for the drivers. Now for the setup, I know it's going to be a low downforce, but I think I picked it a bit too wrong here, because I picked the setup a bit, you know, the setup where a YouTuber I watched there have. Now, don't get me wrong though, the setup is really amazing, but it's very understeery. That's why I don't really like it. That's why now I tried to do the setup that the YouTuber I saw have there. That's why yeah, as you can see there, I'm making my own setup, and that's it actually. There's no huge change, but yeah, but I noticed that I have my own setup and try to load it. I don't know if it got loaded or not, but yeah, it started anyway. And yeah, through the straights then. Now, when it comes to Italy, I'm loving the straights, and especially these two first corner. It is very nice. I love it. Now, Now, yeah, I'm just going to put you guys on a tour of the Italian track, Monza. Yeah, I almost forgot the track name. Now, as you can see there, I ran. The car understeers a lot. I have to turn very much in order to take a turn, like legit there. Even a half a bit of a right turn, and it still put me wide. That's why I have to break early as well. DRS open. Um, Nothing is happening. There's so much people get disqualified and retired. Now at this corner, I am very scared because I don't want to get penalty, but I managed to get through it somehow. The last straight and through Parabolica now. Now this Parabolica, I almost lost the car because there's no stability in this setup. I still managed to get though, and across the line under a pole position. What a surprise! 3 pole position in a row. Now by that point, I was thinking, wait, is it just me that is pro, or these drivers behind me are just that slow? Now I have my doubts, but yeah, it's always nice to have pole position. Another pole position 3 times in a row. That is very surprising. Now, of course, I don't think the race is going to end well, to be honest. I know the people are going to go insane at the first corner as well, just like what happened to Monaco. So I'm not surprised if that really happened on the start there. I mean, hopefully it didn't happen. It's not going to happen because, of course, people doesn't want to get crashed into, right? I mean, dealing with dirty drivers is really difficult. That's why. Now, here we are. Then we're going to start the race, and yeah, the setup is still the same. You can't change it because of the Parc Fermé rules. Yeah, there's actually a decent amount of driver that's going to race here. Now I keep saying driver too much. I know it's wrong. It's more like a player than a driver. So yeah, just bear with me for a moment there. And yeah, everyone has joined 5 red lights into the lights. I don't know. And it's lights on and away we go, and the Ferrari behind me actually got a decent start, but we have a decent start ourselves. I go onto the inside because I know that they're going to overtake me. Now I have to go wide there, and as you can see, I got punted off. Now I get a penalty there for corner cutting, even though I got pushed off. I don't know, the FIA are just drunk here. Now I was very cautious there because the Ferrari is about to overtake me. That's why I have to run wide a little bit to give him space, because if I don't, it's either him going to spin out, or I will get I'll get pounded off again, and that's why. But someone, I don't know who crashed into me before, but I somehow managed to hold my position there. The Sauber give me the position back, probably because of illegal overtake. But yeah, there you go. I made a mistake, and surprisingly, I didn't get any warning there. Now, the Ferrari, I got a 2-second time penalty, and the Ferrari is still is pressurizing me, and I was under pressure. I can't, even though if I try to push here, I can't, because I was feeling under pressure. I was scared that he's going to get closer to me, and he gets the fastest lap. I mean, I get a faster lap because it's a first lap, I know. After that crash though, there is no damage, which is very handy indeed, because if we have any damage, we will lose this race. Now I asked Jeff for the update of the full race there, because I really have to win. I want to win this race. Yeah, I legit want to win this race, but I have this penalty, so I have to push. Now, as you can see there, with the Mandrake TM on the driver behind me, the player, the Ferrari, the gap is actually 2 seconds, which is safe. because if I finish 2 seconds ahead of him, I'm going to win this race. But that's not going to happen easily because he is really fast there. And as you can see there, the gap is still the same. It's still stabilized, but even though it's stabilized, I am very under pressure. That's why all I have to do is just save some ERS, save some fuel, and push it on the straight, because Monza, all you have to do is just take the straight as an advantage, and I get the fastest lap. And surprisingly, the Ferrari behind me didn't get the fastest lap, and the gap increased. Now by that point, all I have to do is just push as I can, do what I am doing right now, which is drive fast. And yeah, another dominating race. Now again, I fast forwarded it because there's legit nothing happening, and I wanted to show you guys that I'm not cheating either. That's why I'm not going to skip any of this. And yeah, all I do now is just drive. That's it. And nothing is really happening. I don't know what to talk about actually. And yeah, just pay attention to my to the ERS place and the engine modes there. I'm just managing it through the end of the race. I was pushing my car as well, but the Ferrari behind me is not getting closer, which is very good. It's 4 seconds now, the gap. Now all I have to do is not make any mistake, because if I make a mistake, then that's a game over. That guy is going to get closer. Now this 2-second time penalty is really putting me under pressure, because I have to push. I have to get away from the driver behind me, which is not nice. Again, I kept on saying the same words over and over again. Now it's not easy to commentate like this. Commentate on a oh, as you can see there, I almost hit a Toro Rosso who came on the circuit like an idiot, just like what Stroll said. Yeah, I actually managed to avoid it, but there I was like, oh no, shit, the Ferrari behind me is going to get closer now, because I jumped on the brakes as well before. But no, the gap is still increasing. And if you look at the map, the Ferrari and the Mercedes are actually fighting, which put me in a very great position, because they're not going to get closer to me whatsoever. And there's a driver that crashed in front of me. Now they are not a problem though, which is great. And I am just pushing my car, pushing the engine modes as well, and put it on lean, because as soon as I saw the red blinking lights, I know that the fuel is not that much. So yeah, I put it on rich at the end of the straight, and checkered flag is out and crosses the line. 3 wins in a row, holy shit, and the fastest lap as well. Now I don't remember if we get the fastest lap on Monaco or not, but we get 3 pole position, 3 dominating race, 3 race wins, and probably 2 and probably 3 fastest laps in a row. Now that really puts me in a big huge smile. And yeah, of course, I wanted an amazing race with the driver, and not a boring one, not a dominating one. Now, but now, yeah, that's what happened to this video, definitely, apparently. But as soon as this video ends, I am still playing the game. Oh, something's happening there. But even though this video has ended, I am actually still playing it after this, and still dominates the race. 4 wins in a row, 4 pole position in a row. But then after that race, I decided to pick on Abu Dhabi, and we raced there. And yeah, first time after a long time there, I actually make a mistake on the qualifying, and gets a penalty, puts me in a very bad position. And the drivers behind are all very bad drivers. They are really really went on there, and yeah, and I lost the race. I still managed to get P6 though, which is quite decent, but I lost some of the scores. Now, yeah, that's about it then. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on the bell so you guys know when will I upload any videos, and see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.